completely misunderstood. Completely, like, the biggest point, and you tell me about the example that you can remember. The most hurtful thing was always for me when I thought I was doing my best. Like, if you know you made a mistake and somebody points it out, you can be like, I know, I screwed up, sorry. But if somebody comes and tells you you're not good enough, or he points out something that you think is actually your strength, like you're proud of it and you're expecting, like you're killing yourself to do your best. And so then you expect at least some recognition and thank you. And at that moment, if somebody comes and like taps you with the criticism, like this is the most devastating thing, right? And there's always a clue. There's always a clue underneath that. And I can see it, but I can see it only now from hindsight. I can see it only now, right? So I'm looking from the future. I can see it when I look back, because there were always clues. I was always trying to do too much. I was always trying to do things for others. And I did it not because I cared and that's like it was my strength, but I took that strength too far. And again, it's not my fault. It's not your fault if you're doing it now. You're doing it because you're not feeling good enough. And so you're doing more and more and more and more because you're hoping, well, if I just do more and better and faster and for more people, and even before they ask, then at least I should get more recognition, right? There should be like a linear, proportional response, right? And usually it's the opposite. Yeah. And this is what hurts so much, because you're like, somebody give me the recipe, please. I'm lost. I'm thinking that if I do better, I get more praise. And now the more I do, and I'm even killing myself, I get less. Like, what the heck is going on? And then pointing out at the other people that they start taking advantage of it, right? So you think about your examples, because this is then what leads to you becoming really angry, aggressive, and that's where the shy girl stops screaming, like roaring like a lion and tiger, because you're like, no, I can't take this anymore. And that's when you take it to the opposite extreme and you just start destroying everything. You start putting your walls up at least to protect yourself, because you're like, I can't take any more critic. Like it hurts too much. It's not safe to show who I am. And from now on, I'll be on my guards. And anybody who comes even close to my wall, I'm going to make sure they get out of here as soon as possible, because I can't take this anymore. Yeah. So how to start healing this? How to start making peace? First of all, take a breath right now. I see you. And I know you're doing whatever you're doing, whatever is happening right now. I know you do it because of your positive intentions. I think this is the first thing we are missing. For somebody to acknowledge that you're not hurting other people because you're a mean person. You're not getting into situations. You're not creating drama. You're not yelling, being angry with your kids. You're not doing whatever you're doing because you're a bad person. It's actually the opposite. The moms who are the most frustrated and desperate and exhausted and burning out who come to me, it's because they are so caring, they're so loving. Yeah. The moms who would be like lazy, I don't care, just you take care of me, guys. I'm a princess and everybody take care of me. They are not here. They wouldn't be here. So I know those are all your strengths underneath. Okay? So start celebrating yourself. And I don't care what other people tell you. You know very well. When you connect with your intuition, really, when you, at least for a moment, mute out all the noise and judgment from the outside, you know what your strengths are, okay? So I would invite you as the first step to tune more into that and start taking care of yourself, not in a way like, yeah, take a bubble bath, sleep when the baby sleeps, like whatever parenting BS. Start taking care of yourself, of that feeling of you fostering, I'm good enough and I know what my strengths are. Okay, that's the first step. Unapologetically, nobody's going to do that for you. Nobody's coming here to save you. You need to start saving yourself. And that's the good news, yeah? That's not the sad, like, oh, me, like nobody's coming. No, this is the good news, okay? Nobody will feel attracted to you and your strengths unless you recognize them yourself. Second step, heal your childhood trauma. Because unless you do,